Menteri Ramba Kajala Konrad ke Sangma hak artrik Jemang, ulalit Iashim bynta hak prokram bala penong dak Dorbas nong Madanrting, St. Peter's Secondary School Madanrting Shlong, hak ba ula pelaj pat baru ya kali ambulans bat ke Mortuary van jong kesnong. Hak ni kasngi lay don lang ru uko chairman State Law Commission Meghalaya uba Lambor Malngyang, kong Wansuk im MP Barim ke Raja Sabha, kidukhat ke Dorbas nong Madanrting, kinong syong snong kumjuk kina school bat kinong hikai. Hak ni ke program keladon ru ke jingpen ke buram yiki kina ki bawan syakmat hak ke jingpuli, kidukhat Iashim bynta hak ke por jongka kelam COVID, kidukhat nakatanat pulin, kinong tre asya ki bapau hak ke liang ke sports, kinong tre bakmi ya ke koi ke suba bat kiriu temen jongka snong. Habakren ha ke jingalang Konrad ulai ke jingero ya ke Dorbas nong, halur ke jingpen nong ya ke program pen ke buram, bat halur ke jingyop diang ya ke ambulans bat ke Mortuary van, na ke bynta ki jingdon kam bakirki penkit iki bapang bashitom bat ru na ke bynta ke jingpen kit ke basngan bat don buram ya ke balaklan. Ula ong bakalong ke bakongsan ban ajing itu bat penpau ya ke buram dak ke babenram, kakam ke bangile ni ke jingjom ha ke jingim jongi, kam julong ke barit ni ke bahep palan. Henry ke jing sngungu kala penwanra e ke jing kala ke bakrau, bat ula penpau ru bakan ni ke program pun ke buram e ki beriuling ba ke jing syakri bapher kalong shisha ke badai ban ajing arwa. Ha ke bayadai bat ki katu kat ni ke jing bala penpau dak ke Dorbas nong ha ke Dorkas bala Aisha Menteri Rangba ula kubur halur ke jing penbha, penthmai bat snai ki jingdon kam bakongsan na ke bynta ke madan yelek kai jong ke snong Madanrting kumjuk halur ke kenro pen scam ya ke community hall jong ke snong. Ula penthi kenaru ban penyo ek street light bat ki kor CCTV na ke bynta ke snong lingba ke my city campaign. Ula benrap syuk ba onsa bishar benya ru halur ki wei pat ki jing jong ke snong ke thau. Menteri Rangba ula airu ke jingarap song pisah ke ba arlak tingka, na ke Chief Minister's Special Grant syaki school ki Iashim bynta, na ke bynta ki jingdon kam ki bayadai bat ki jingpen ikol short bat hak liang ke put katem bat karwai ke siaw.
Ngatmen panwan hasnong jongpi. Kaman sana yang nasimang kumuna dari panat sol ko matne ang namin kusuma. Because of this ordinance that we have passed, I have no option but to speak in Khasi, Garo and English. And therefore I spoke the same line because my whole speech cannot be in all the languages. So in order to ensure that the official aspect is maintained, I took the liberty to speak my first line, which is of course the most important in all the three official languages of our state. I have always believed that small gestures, small steps that we take, and small recognitions are always very, very meaningful. Yesterday I was in the Jaya field, and there was a very, very large program organized by our SSA teachers and the 4th Teachers Association, where if you remember for many years our SSA teachers and 4 teachers were getting fixed pay. And more importantly, they were not having any security for their jobs, which means any time they could be removed. There was no scope of increment for them. Hence, they were remaining at the same salary for years after years. And those who served for 20 years or those who have served for 2 years, everybody was getting the same salary. There was no differentiation between seniority and junior teachers. And also there was no scope for any kind of retirement plans for them. Hence, these close to 13,000 teachers and also ad hoc teachers who were also working in the same condition, close to about 9,000 of them, all put together about 23,000 teachers, were all going through this difficult phase for the last many years and decades. And therefore our government decided that if we have to reform education, if we believe that education is our priority, and if we believe that we need to change the future of our state, then we must focus on education. And if we are to focus on education and bring the changes that we want, then we must take care of our teachers. And that's why we took a very difficult decision. A decision which was not been able to be taken by past governments. I'm not commenting any on them, but it's a difficult decision, leading to hundreds of crores of expenditure per year. But we did it. And yesterday was the first day when they received their first structured salary. But the reason I'm telling you this story is not because of what we did. But yesterday, for some of you who must have seen the program on social media or news, they organized a small, I should say small, but it actually is a very big program, a felicitation program, where they thanked the government and the minister, all of us, the officials, for having done that. And I can tell you, in my last 8 years, by God's grace and your blessings, in the last 8 years, yesterday was maybe one of the more happy days for me and a more satisfying day to see that teachers came and thanked us. So why I'm telling you this is because every single person who came up here today, it does not matter what he or she has achieved in a larger context, but at a personal level, they have all contributed to society. They have all achieved something for themselves. They have achieved something for the locality, something for the family, and something for the state. And a lot of times we just simply overlook these people. We don't even give a pat on their back to tell them, well done, and thank you for what you have done.